public art, it's a little bit more than just pride. I think it's hope. It's the ability to see somebody who looks like you in your community doing something that might be considered extraordinary.
I'm a fine artist and illustrator, and we're here at Quitman Street Elementary School in Newark. Well, this mural is basically just about community. Everyone just loved it. Everyone came up to us, they started giving us hugs, it was amazing.
Public art was appealing to me because it was so democratic and so available, and there was no need to go to a museum to see it. And interesting because it tells so many stories about our local communities.
At the Trenton train station, I did a mural series looking at nature in the urban environment. So it's kind of telling Trenton's story about nature.
One of our best collections of public sculpture in New Jersey is the work of the sculptor Gutzon Borglum, who also you might know from Mount Rushmore. But Borglum has a number of pieces in New Jersey that are actually listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Wars of America is the largest of the grouping in Newark.
Approximately 4 decades ago, the New Jersey Arts Inclusion Act was passed. And the purpose of the act was to incorporate works of art into new state construction. You have to use up to 1.5% of that budget for murals, sculptures, fountains, different types of approaches in the visual arts.
When New Jersey created its Public Building Arts Inclusion Act in 1978, it was something that helped to really broaden our approach to public art.
Some great examples include the Clyde Lynn's sculpture called Confluence, which is a fountain, which is located in the State House Plaza in Trenton. And so the resultant artworks, that if you look at them collectively across the spectrum of time, are pretty amazing and include many emerging, mid-career, well-known artists, local, state, national. A good example is the Richard Stockton University Student Center, where there was a major sculptural piece, sculptures that were placed throughout the facility, and then major murals.
Public art as a whole it's the ability to go to the MoMA without being in the MoMA. It's the ability to be at a national gallery without actually walking into a national gallery.
We may actually be closer to 800 public pieces of sculpture in New Jersey by now, because there have been a lot added lately. They range from war memorials to pets, to our state dinosaur.
One of the most important things about incorporating artwork in public space is that there's a conversation that begins about the creation of our public spaces. They stand for something. And the conversation about incorporating the artwork into these is another reflection of a community, but it's also a conversation between all of the people who have something to say about that space.
Public art is iconic. They're pieces in time. They're the most recognizable things about a community.